Good afternoon, this is Maddie Sparkles saying hello, and I'm just having a wee cup of mint tea out of my new dream mug. I love things with positive affirmations or loving words on them, like this mug. I wonder if you can see it, but there's a few things to share with you. I went to see a wonderful film this week called A Dog's Purpose, and if you believe in past lives, it doesn't matter. If you don't, I happen to. But if you love dogs, then it's a definite must-see. It's an absolute slice of heaven, no pun intended. And it was 11 in the morning. It was before I was going to work in the photography studio that I'm working in. And I just thought, I'm going to take myself to the cinema. And it was only £4, and there was like 4 of us in the theatre. And it was just such a lovely, lovely film. So then I came out and I decided that I wanted to have Jack staying with me again next weekend, and his lovely owner Maggie has decided to say, sure, you can have him come to stay with you. So I'm very excited to see Jack again. What else has been happening? Oh, we're talking about miracles last time. Well, 2 lovely miracles have happened recently. One of them is that my 2 very close friends were in town in Glasgow at the same time, but they've never met each other. One of them lives near London and the other one lives in the West End of Glasgow, and we all went out for dinner, and I couldn't wait to get these 2 women together because they're awesome. And it turns out that one of them had a really good friend now in 2017, and the other one had lived with this lady about 15 years earlier. So they were flatmates, and they both couldn't believe it. I mean, they're both in similar fields, similar industries, but isn't that not amazing? So they were totally excited about that, and that raised the vibration even higher, apart from the fact that we were all so excited to see each other. So that was that one. Connection, love connecting people, love when my friends get on with other friends and they haven't met yet. But that's a given. It's always going to happen that way, isn't it? And the other really incredible thing that happened was that I was at a funeral a few weeks ago, and in the funeral, the funeral that was happening was taking place at the cemetery. That's the same cemetery that my grandparents are buried in. And after the funeral, I thought, I have to go and find my grandma and grandpa. They're side by side, and I can't remember exactly what row or what plot they're on, but I think it's up there somewhere. And this cemetery is huge, so I was wandering around literally for about 15-20 minutes, walking up and down and along and right and left and going in circles, and I couldn't find them. I just couldn't find them. And I thought, one voice was saying, Madeline, just go home, just go home. And then the other voice in my head was saying, how can you not see them? You have to find them. But I was just going round and round and round. So at this point I thought, right, Maddie, you have to just stay still, be quiet and listen and ask for help. So my grandma's name is B, for those of you that might have known her. She lived to 99, and we were all meant to meet up for her 100th birthday, which we did, but she didn't make it to 100. She was still an absolute force of nature, amazing woman. And 99 years is pretty damn amazing. So I'm walking around, I eventually stay still and I say, angels, Grandma B, please guide me to where you are and I will listen. And at that point, I just heard this voice in my head saying, walk forward. So I walked forward, and then the voice said, just turn right. So I turned right and I walked a few steps. And part of my head was saying, no, it's meant to be that way. I'm sure it's over there. No, stay where you are. Walk forward, and I walked forward. Then it said, turn left. So I turned left. This is all just a little voice inside my head. And then the voice said, here you are. And I looked, and I was standing right in front of Grandma B and Grandpa Izzy's grave. So, I was so excited. And at that point, the clouds parted and the sun came out, just to make the absolute ending of the story even more amazing. So I really believe that something special happened that day, and that I was getting help from outside of myself, because my stubborn mindset was like, no, I'm sure it's that way, but my way just wasn't working, which is such a lesson for me recently, that whenever I think that is the right way to do something and I just get out of my own way, then the answer always comes from something else or somewhere else. So I'm going to leave you with a little card that I'm going to choose, and We're going to go with the angel deck, and this is Doreen Virtue's Angels, and I absolutely love this deck of cards. So I'm going to shuffle them, and then we can pick a card, and then this will be a little thought to leave you with for the rest of the day or the week. Let's see which card comes up. So I usually shuffle 3 times, and then we can just, what do you want to tell us today, angels? Let's see. The one that I've picked is harmony. Harmony, I love anything to do with harmony. Harmonious relationships, harmonious home environments, harmony in the world. We need it now more than ever. So I'm wishing harmony for you and for everyone you know, and for your situations everywhere in your life, whether it's at home or work, or for yourself with your families and children, or just in general for how you feel about the world. I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. This is Maddie Sparkles. See you soon.